So this Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser situation couldn't have been much worse for Disney Star Wars. It couldn't have been much worse for the legacy of Kathleen Kennedy, because like we saw in the video that I posted, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy actually had a huge part to play in the creation of the Galactic Starcruiser, especially Rian Johnson. And then we saw that blue lady who looked exactly like a Kathleen Kennedy self-insert. Turns out that's what it was, and it was actually not Kathleen Kennedy that did it, but it was her that gave Rian Johnson the idea. Rian Johnson was the one that gave the Imagineers the idea, because back then Kathleen Kennedy was a rock star. Whenever they were coming up with this idea for the Galactic Starcruiser, Rian Johnson thought that Kathleen Kennedy would be a rock star for years and years to come, because after The Force Awakens, she really was. You know, she was getting on stage every other day. She was doing interviews like crazy, getting, applauded like crazy whenever she did get on stage, and getting applauded like crazy whenever she did do interviews. Everyone loved Kathleen Kennedy at the time, but as time went on, we saw how she truly just wasn't that good at running Star Wars. And whenever fans are this passionate about something, their opinions on you will change very quickly if you don't treat them right, if you don't treat their IP right. And that's exactly what happened. Kathleen Kennedy just wasn't capable of running Star Wars. She obviously wasn't capable of doing the Galactic Starcruiser properly. And this is what happens whenever you don't take proper care of an IP that people are very passionate about. This is from fatherly.com. Why Star Wars Disney Hotel may not actually happen. I honestly agree with this, because there's a lot of cancellations going on right now, which I'll show you in 1 second. There's been cancellations for a long time, for a few days, about a week now. There's been a lot of people canceling their plans for the Galactic Starcruiser, but it's getting worse and worse as time goes on. It's exponentially getting worse for the Galactic Starcruiser every single day, and I'll show you the cancellations in 1 second, but it's getting really bad, and it's getting to the point where I think that in the future, in the June, July months, I think that it's Disney actually canceling the plans for other people. I don't think it's that many people canceling their reservations. I think they're shutting down the reservations and saying, we have to change this, because obviously the fans are really hating this. And I truly do think that they learned their lesson from the sequel trilogy. I really do think that they're figuring out how to actually do Star Wars properly. And I think they're seeing, we really messed up with this. They did this back in 2016, as we saw with the article from yesterday that I pulled up. Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy made the Galactic Starcruiser, or made the plans for the Galactic Starcruiser back in 2016, back when The Force Awakens first came out, back when, like I said, Kathleen Kennedy was a rock star. That's why she has that self-insert. So that was back when they really still didn't understand how to run Star Wars, and we saw that with The Last Jedi, we saw that with The Rise of Skywalker. But now that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are in positions of power when it comes to Star Wars, now that they've shown Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson and the Imagineers the template for how to make actual good Star Wars content, how to make a good Star Wars hotel, everything, it's really not that hard. If you just listen to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, it's not that hard to just make good Star Wars stuff. Even if you listen to me, if you listen to you watching the video, I'm sure that you and me would both make way better stuff than this. We could make a hotel, even though we have no idea how to design a hotel, we have no idea actually what goes into making a hotel. We could definitely make something better than this. But we also have this article from SF Gate from San Francisco saying backlash to Disney's $5,000 Star Wars hotel grows, poorly executed idea for the rich. And that's really what it is. I saw somebody say, I believe it's in one of these articles, where someone says that this isn't for Star Wars fans. This hotel isn't being made for Star Wars fans. And we've seen that with Disney over the years now. They're changing it to where they only want rich people going to Disney. They're making everything catered towards the rich people and trying to keep poor people out of Disney World. We've seen that over the years. And now this Star Wars hotel is pretty much the same thing. This Star Wars hotel is not for Star Wars fans. It's for those rich people out there that think Star Wars is neat. That's exactly what this is for. But I think that, like I said, I think they're learning their lesson. I don't know if they're going to make the hotel perfectly, but I really do think they're shutting down reservations. As this article says right here, more cancellations pour in for Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. Let's check out exactly what the cancellations are looking like. So all of these months were completely filled, by the way. We're completely booked. March, April, and May were completely booked, and look at all those cancellations. It doesn't look like that crazy of an amount when you're just looking at it like this, but if you think about the fact that you can only book 2 days at a time, that's a lot of different people canceling their trips. That's a lot of different people canceling their reservations for the Galactic Starcruiser. Look at all these open spaces now. That is crazy. Just off a trailer, you would think that a trailer would build more hype. Whenever it's something like Star Wars, you would think that a trailer coming out for a Star Wars hotel, a Galactic Starcruiser, could build way more hype than this, but it actually had the opposite effect. It actually took away every single piece of hype and actually made people really pissed off. July was actually pretty booked. I don't know if it was completely filled, but it was pretty booked, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. July is completely open now. Not a single reservation for July or for August. Let's go a little bit, and there's a couple reservations for September, so it's not like you can't book in July or August. It's that no one is booking in July or August, or if they were booked in July or August, they have already canceled their trips. In July, definitely, I checked it, I posted it in my videos. You can see the screenshots in my videos. July definitely had a bunch of dates booked, and now the entire month is open, and it makes me wonder if that's a Disney canceling all those reservations, or if it's actually just everyone in July saying, we don't want to go anymore. We're not going to put up with this. We're not going to go to a Galactic Starcruiser that has really nothing to do with Star Wars. Even the lightsaber training is god awful, man. It can't get much worse than that lightsaber training. And I saw the original ideas, the original plans in the article that I posted a couple days ago, where they had that actual retractable lightsaber that they showed on the stage that you could actually hold in your hand and use it that way. That could have been really cool, but they said for some reason it was too easy. They said the play tests were too easy, and then they gave us whatever they gave us in the Galactic Starcruiser, which is, I don't know how it can get much easier than that. It's extremely easy. It's stupid easy. It just doesn't even look fun, man. There's nothing about this hotel that looks fun at all. And then shout out to X-Wing, he tweeted this out. Good news, now they're giving tickets away for the Galactic Starcruiser. Be among the first to experience Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser and embark on an adventure you call your own. Live the experience and journey further into a Star Wars adventure than you ever dreamed possible. Enter now for your chance to win. No purchase necessary. So they can't even get people to reserve their tickets. They can't get people to stop canceling their reservations. So they're resorting to giving tickets away, because that's the only way they can get people to go stay at the Galactic Starcruiser, or I guess, you know, have the experience of the Galactic Starcruiser, whatever they're calling it. And if you look at this picture, it's actually so misleading, because that actually looks like Star Wars. It actually looks like a Star Wars poster with Star Wars characters. Nothing in the videos that we've seen, the leaked videos, the officially released and deleted videos for the Galactic Starcruiser, look anything like this at all. Nothing in those videos look anything like this at all, because this truly does look like Star Wars, and you can see Galaxy's Edge right there. It does look like Star Wars. They have to give it to him. Whoever made this poster definitely made it feel like Star Wars, but there's nothing from this poster in any of the videos or anything that we've seen. The bridge doesn't look like Star Wars. The people, the characters, the actors, none of them look like they belong in Star Wars. No offense to them, by the way. I got somebody messaging me on Twitter saying stop, you know, crapping all over the actors in the thing because they didn't do anything wrong. I'm not saying they did anything wrong at all. I would never blame the actors for that. I don't blame the actors. I don't blame the singer. I just think the whole thing was cringy, but they were doing exactly what they were told to do. You know, they're just trying to make money. They're trying to get some credits on their IMDb. I understand what's going on there. I'm not blaming any of the actors or anything like that. I think it's the people who told them how to act, the people who put them in the position that they're in. It's Disney's fault. You know, it's Disney Star Wars fault. It's Lucasfilm's fault. It's the Imagineers and the story group who teamed up to make this absolute disaster of this Star Wars hotel, the Galactic Starcruiser. It's an extreme embarrassment from everyone involved in this, from Rian Johnson to Kathleen Kennedy to all the Imagineers. It's all their faults. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link to that will be in the description, as well as my second channel will be in the description. I'll be doing a lot more live streams over there. I might end up only doing live streams on my second channel from now on. Check that channel out in the description, and I hope to see you on the next one.